Hi everyone, it's the Assyrian Priestess with you. I hope this finds you well. In today's reading, I'm going to be asking the cards, what message should we be listening to from our intuition? Here we have the High Priestess card from Crowley's Thoth deck with the magnificent artwork by Lady Frida Harris. The High Priestess is a moon card. It's an inner world card. The High Priestess is the second archetype that the Fool encounters. And she is the oracle. She's the mysterious lady of vapors who speaks in riddles, in dreams, in symbols. And so she's hard to figure out at the time. Often it's years later that we kind of make sense of what the oracle was actually trying to say. So what is our intuition telling us, or what message from our inner world should we really be heeding right now? First card out, the Prince of Wands. This is another name for Nergal. Second card out, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Fool. The rest I'll keep. So we're getting a lot of messages from our subconscious about a new path we want to take. There's a passionate new path we want to take, but there's a lot of inner conflict about this, and there's a lot of inner wounds, inner woundings. The Five of Cups really is a card about knowing that you need to let something go because this thing is actually not good for you. The traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card, it's actually the sobriety card. So think about someone who goes down the road of AA and sobriety and leaving an addiction. This is a very difficult, painful, deep road. Not many survive, but those who go down the road have to face a lot of inner demons because they've been covering up those inner demons with alcohol. That's the true meaning of the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups doesn't mean, oh, how disappointing, how bittersweet. The Five of Cups is when the Fool needs to really face his own addictions or inner pain that he disguises with addictions or numbing agents or anything that you use to cover up your grief, your sorrow, your loss, your childhood stuff, all of that. It's time to actually stop doing that and get into a state of real equilibrium. So here, the High Priestess, what is she trying to tell us? What is our inner voice trying to tell us? A message that I'm getting really strongly is you're stronger than you think you are. Stop with this incessant, relentless insomnia. The relentless daggers of the mind. That's what I call the Nine of Arrows. And here Sandra, Tabatha, Cicero calls this card cruelty. And honestly, it's when we're cruel to ourselves or others. So think about all those nights that you spend tossing and turning, just lamenting your life, thinking of all the problems, thinking of how other people have offended you, disappointed you, or, you know, all of the things that are difficult. It's that constant rumination of everything that is harmful. And it's time to actually move away from that. Your intuition is telling you that this constantness is, it's time to release that through some sort of healing addiction process, some sort of deep therapy. Like if the Five of Cups is a card that, I feel like the Five of Cups is a mysterious card that a lot of readers kind of leave us in this ditch of wallowing in our own grief and disappointment. But really, it's a wake-up call kind of card to say, accessing some therapeutic support for your stuff will really help you right now. And that's confirmed with the Fool at the end. Once that can be overcome, easier said than done. Like, I understand a lot of us in the collective have a lot of inherited intergenerational woundings and childhood woundings. So I understand it's not easy. So get support, but it's time to outgrow that. You've outgrown it. It doesn't suit you anymore. So what is our inner intuition telling us? Oh, the Lovers in the shadow. Then we have the Magician, the Two of Wands with the Lovers in the shadow. Okay, amazing. So the Magician is the first archetype that the Fool meets, and it's the archetype of the sorcerer. The sorcerer basically understands that they have everything at hand to make the life of their choosing. Now, you don't just have everything at your reach, you have the potential of everything at your reach. So a sorcerer works with potential energy, works with the power of intention, right? This is where all sort of magic and mastery begins, is in the imagination. That's the Magician. Here we have the ancient Mesopotamian god Ea with a four-horned crown. This is high divinity. So the thing that plagues you in your mind must be and will be overcome so that you can go along this new path. And this new path, oh my goodness, is so rewarding. It's everything you ever wanted. What is it you really want? Two of Wands. Now, I know there's a lot of social media influency, be an entrepreneur kind of messaging out there right now. I personally find that a bit jarring. I don't come from that socio-political, economic understanding of the world. This is not a call for you to just make magic happen and be an entrepreneur and be rich. This is a deep spiritual calling of what is it that you truly value. And it might be a lot of things. It might be family, it might be community, it might be, volunteering in the community, or having a career where you're really kind of proud of what it is you offer. And that could be anything. Don't judge yourself for the service that you do. You're still helping out the humans that come your way every day. And so we have the Lovers in the shadow. This is a Gemini card. So you might be dealing with a Gemini, or you might have to wait 6 months because it's the number 6. Or this will happen in June or by June, or end of May, June, so the season of Gemini. I also feel like there's a yearning inside you, a longing for love, partnership, connection, because the High Priestess is the number 2, and we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Lovers. So the number 2, of course, is the numerology of partnership, relationship, relating to. No human, no matter how self-sufficient you think you are, no matter how independent you think you are, exists in isolation. Somebody built the dwelling that you live in. Somebody created the clothes you wear and, harvested the food that you eat. So we are constantly in relation with the other. I really want to find out what's next. Oh my gosh. The Two of Pentacles underneath the Lovers. There's a real sense of deep in your intuition, deep in your inner knowing, you know that your path ahead involves a second element. What is this second element? That is up to you to decide. But it is being on offer. It's being put on offer for you, because here we have the Carib of Cups. The eagle-headed spirit, this is Nizroch. He is a very magical being. So there is a lot of magic being offered to you. But your stuff is holding you back, which is the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. The Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups is not a calamity that is awaiting to befall you. Calamity comes and goes regardless of what the tarot has to say. The Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups is your own attachment to that grief and loss that is harder to shake than we think. I get it. I have been exploring the dark regions of the psyche for a long time. I teach the descent myth. I'm very interested in how the underworld works and how we navigate the underworld in terms of grief and loss. If you're interested in really processing underworld workings, I do actually teach that course on Patreon. It is not a psychological, therapeutic alternative. If you need that support, that's separate. This is more for those of you who are seeking like a mythos, a narrative for the archetypal human journey with an Assyrian goddess. So yeah, I like this reading. It's magical. I feel like there is so much awaiting you if you would only just really admit and listen and accept. So as always, I will leave you with my love and courage until we meet again. Bye for now.